Happy Transformation Tuesday, August 4th, the second day of the new month. How are y'all doing? How are y'all doing? I'm out for morning walk. I've been seeing everything. Let's start there. Another thing I want to talk about is Judge Janine Pirro. She dismissed the case against the player. I haven't really been keeping up with it, but they talk about DEI, not realizing that that pertains to them as well too. They talk a lot about diversity, equity, and inclusion, thinking that it just pertains to Black people, but no. That means y'all too. Furthermore, let's get to today's talking point, RFK Jr. I'm not sure if you guys seen his most recent interview on CNN with Dana Bash. That was a disaster. This man is dangerous. And if you watch Ring of Fire with Fair and Balanced or Fair and Cousins, you would understand how dangerous this man is. This is the same man who put something out here that wasn't true about Tylenol. The same man who basically got out here and is just abusing the healthcare system. That's what he's doing. And you had one of the world's biggest female rap artists. Now she's a has-been, who is MAGA, who got on her social media platform with millions of followers worldwide and said something that turned out not to be true. I can't get into the gist of it, but I know whatever she's talking about, please do not listen to her. And also do not listen to RFK Jr. as well too. You are playing with people's lives. This was a global pandemic who took hundreds and thousands of people worldwide. It all could have been prevented, but Donald Trump downplayed it. Orange Piggy fucking downplayed it. Remember when he was on the campaign trail in 2024, what did he say? He said that he is going to let RFK Jr. go crazy on healthcare. To the Trump voters out here, because I know y'all don't give a damn about your healthcare premiums skyrocketing, because the cost of living is now going up. People are having to make a dollar stretch. Even myself, I just moved into my new home. To purchase a home, whereas it should be 30%, it's now 50% under the Trump regime. See, Kamala was going to give you a plan to help everything be affordable, but y'all didn't want that. Y'all would rather go elect a 34-time convicted felon, twice impeached. Keep in mind, he tried to scrub that and make that away and make that go away as well too. And not just that, but he's also a rapist. And y'all elected that. Y'all thought that that would be a great idea to put him back in office. Furthermore, RFK Jr. got up on CNN and did exactly what we expected him to do. This brain worm son of a bitch got up here. We have measles that are back. We have a explosive diarrhea outbreak. We have Ebola. Let's see. The corona is still here. Miss Rona is still making her rounds. Are we great yet? As it pertains to healthcare, are we great yet? I'm just asking. Somebody tell me. I want to know. Are we great yet? This war with Iran, because he's busy sucking off Bibi Netanyahu, is costing us as well too. You got us into a war that we should have not been in. Iran was no threat, and even one of your intelligence directors that you hired, Tulsi Gabbard, even said that. So it's just like, it's fact. It's basically their delusions over reality, which is why they're scrambling. Because what comes after August? We're in the new month of August, September, October. November 3rd is what they fear the most. So that is why they're scrambling, trying to dismantle the international criminal courts. And they openly said that because they don't want Bibi Netanyahu prosecuted. He's a war criminal. Donald Trump is a war criminal. And so is George Bush. All three of them. So it makes sense why they're doing what they're doing. To help their rich cronies out, to give them favors, to appease them. And that's what Judge Jeanine Pirro did. She appeased fascists. You cannot appease fascism. You cannot appease them. Because they have this regime right here has an insatiable craving for power, for greed, for money. It's about all of those things. Make no mistake, and I posted something in my stories where it says that, do you think that Donald Trump is going to lead peacefully? I've already told y'all the answer to that. No. This man has the courts stacked in his favor. The majority 6 on the Supreme Court, who granted him absolute total immunity. So any crimes from here on out he commits, like he said, he can literally unalive somebody on Fifth Avenue and get away with it. And that's what it's about. There'll be no accountability. Excuse me, I had to stop for a minute. But back to what I was saying about RFK Jr. There's no solution with them. There is nothing that they can do to help us. And I'm talking about the Republicans. They don't care. They don't care. It's all about greed. It's all about wealth. And it's all about power for them by any means necessary. Even if that means dismantling the fabrics of this country that people have fought long and hard for us to be able to have the right to vote. Now our rights are being taken away from us. And it is important, like Mark Angel said on my show, that you get out and you get registered to vote. Because November 3rd, I can tell you what's going to happen, as I've warned y'all time and time again. This man has no intentions on leaving. Why do you think he wants this $430 billion damn ballroom built? Every fascist or authoritarian leader has always built themselves like a grand dome so that they can remain in power and run from there. That's why they're doing what they're doing. Yeah, we're going broke because they are mismanaging money. They are using money. They are taking that money and they don't know how to negotiate, especially him. Art of the deal, 6 failed businesses. But did y'all see his face at the White House Correspondents' Dinner when Wolf Blitzer gave the award to the Wall Street Journal? Keep in mind, the Wall Street Journal is ultra conservative. Oh yeah, they're ultra conservative. But they were out here pushing out real, true, accurate news. Why do you think they're trying to dismantle all of the real, true journalists out here that are giving people the truth? Because that's how you get state-ran media. which means you're going to have to turn to a style by Stevie, a Bubs the God, a Conscious TV, who has been following the Nolan Wells case very, Conscious has been on it. Baby, I got a couple more things to do in my home. Like today, someone's supposed to be coming to assemble my bed, and I still have to get a shelf to go in my room so that I can set all my fragrances on. If y'all saw, I have a very big Victoria's Secret and Bath and Body Works collection. And some mess took place yesterday, y'all. Like, I'm gonna be transparent. When you live with someone, you finally get to see who, how they are. And I'm talking about my older brother. Like, big brother doesn't like to clean. I am a neat freak. I like things to be in order. I like things to be where I can find them. Him, he does not. Him and my mom got into it yesterday. And I don't really tell all my personal family business, but I'll say this. At the end of the day, big brother, you're wrong. You're wrong for that. Like, you don't go and tell your mother something like that. And I use that also as an example to say this. You help people out in their time of need. And right now, the American people are trying to afford things. Republicans are making it difficult for people to afford things. So don't make someone's life difficult than it already is. And that's what they're doing. They don't care. No remorse. And that's kind of with my brother, his personality. I've never seen him really apologize for anything. He does kind of what my dad does sometimes, which is basically try to buy things. You cannot buy someone's affection. When you hurt someone, you have to do the responsible thing and own up to it. And that's what we're talking about with these fucking Republicans. They don't want to own up to their shit. And no, let me correct you. Democrats are not responsible for January 6th. Y'all motherfuckers are. So don't try to spin that narrative either. Officer Tatum. If Harriet Tubman was still living and she was able-bodied, we know exactly what she would do with people like you and so many others, like a Wesley Hunt or a Candace Owens or any of these other black conservative grifters out here. And I disagree with OG Big Mac on saying that we still got him. Yeah, but this man is not trying to identify as black when he is a black man. You can't erase that. When them white people look at you, what you think they're going to see? They are going to see a black man. And you are stumping on the side of white supremacy. So what do you think? Huh? Negro, don't you know they'll take your ass and string you up from a tree too? But see, you stuck in the jive for the right price. But we know what Malcolm X said about the house Negro, right? You can come in, but you can't come inside the house. You sit right there on the porch. And it was a movie that showcased that. With a football player. He was told he had to sit on the porch. And that's exactly what's happening. And D.L. Hughley was right. You are a mediocre cop. You got out here and you basically gaslit a victim of police brutality. And see, the thing is, we need to comply. Yeah, we comply. We keep our hands at 10 and 2 on the steering wheel. And it be some of your own people that are on the police force. Crazy work. Back to blue, right? Here's how I feel about it. ICE needs to be abolished because let me tell you, you have some of our own people, black people, working with ICE. And they just like tell that to my pockets. Not all money is good money. And I'll be damned if I see one of my people, black people, working with ICE. I pray y'all get exposed. I pray y'all get exposed. So in my eyes, and in other black people's eyes, there is no such thing as a good cop. Show me one. A good cop would put himself on the line, meaning that he would take his badge off and go out here and fight with his people if he's black. He wouldn't be out here siding with the slave patrol. That's how I feel about it. That's just my personal opinion. Please do not twist my fucking words. But some of y'all got the game fucked up. You know, you need to comply. We use cams. Some of them take off their body cams. And then what? There's only one solution, and if that solution I can't say here on my platform. But if you black and you out there working with ICE, oh, you know what Harriet Tubman would do to you. You know exactly what she would do to you. You're a disgrace. That's what you are. There's no such thing as a good cop in my eyes. Now, if you're retired and you're on the front lines fighting for injustice and equality, I salute you for that. If you're on the force and you were speaking out, fighting against brutality for that, I salute you for that. But if you were sitting there and you were complicit in white supremacy and police brutality, no, I don't fuck with you at all. You're one of them. You're like what? Like they just go back. Like they just go back on the job as if it's a normal day in the office, and nothing. This is Donald Trump's Gestapo, the same way Hitler had his Gestapo. And I wouldn't be surprised if these are some of your doctors, lawyers, dentists, you know, some of your podiatrists, whoever you go to that are out here putting on the mask as ICE. But yeah, if you are a detriment to our people, black people, and you're black like Officer Tatum, we know what Harriet Tubman would do with you. You'd be taken out to the woodshed and you should be treated like Old Yeller, and rightfully so. Anybody who is wanting to stay on the plantation should stay on plantation. Shout outs to my colleague Bubs the God because he just dropped an amazing video that said ground or ash. And it talked about like all of the black conservatives and how they're blaming, you know, even the whole conversation about bonnets. I'm done with respectability politics. I told y'all this once and I told y'all this before. You can put on a fucking suit. They still will find a way to racially profile you. You can have a college degree. They will still find a way to racially profile you. You can wear what I'm wearing today, which is a hoodie and some shorts. As y'all can see, I got my legs out. The gams are out. Yes, I'm losing weight. They will still racially profile you. So it doesn't matter what you wear. I'm done trying to impress white people. Done. Finito. So that's on that. But I do believe that also there's a time and a place for everything. We shouldn't be wearing bonnets to class. But again, I'm not going to go into a system that is for white supremacy because respectability will not save you from white supremacy. They will still find a way to racially profile you. And it doesn't matter what you're wearing, how much you earn, your college degree, they will still see you as a nigger. And even if you're on their side, aligning yourselves like Officer Tatum is doing, they will still see you as a nigger, or what did Donald Trump say about Byron Donalds? Or you're one of the good ones. You're one of the good ones. So again, I'm not interested in trying to appease white supremacists or fascists. I cause it disruptance. And I think that that's what everybody should be doing right now. Did y'all see the way Homegirl got up there in that town hall meeting and absolutely delivered? They give you a certain amount of time to speak and say what you got to say. And she said what she said in that matter of time and delivered. I cannot remember the young lady's name. But that's the type of energy that we have to have with these fucking oligarchs and white supremacists. Oh, and by the way, Elon Musk is already preparing to open his pocketbook and interfere in this year's midterms. Be ready. Because he bought 2024, don't think he will buy 2026 midterms. It's time to wake up. You have oligarchs, Nazis, white supremacists, and quacks that have sex diaries, brainworms that plays with snakes. You should have picked up a viper. I would have loved to see you pick up a viper. You have an orange pig that's in charge. Whoop-de-fucking-do. So whatever the next move is going to be from Iran, it's going to be. And I'll be so happy. Iran is not trying to hurt black people. They're trying to hurt the white supremacists that came in fucking with them. And this orange pig motherfucker came in fucking with them first. That's what happened. They pose no threat. So whatever happens, oh well. When that mural comes to fruition, oh, we can celebrate. We're going to throw a barbecue. We sick of your ass. And we know you fucking watching, you punk ass bitch. And leave black people out of the shit. Leave us out of the shit that don't have nothing to do with us. And I'll conclude today's morning walk and talks with that. Join me today at 4 p.m. with Marcos Luis, host of One Mic Night podcast. We have Jay Wrights, and then Friday, Fierce Female Friday, we have the beautiful Fatou B joining me. So make sure y'all tune in. I will see y'all then, and I'll keep y'all posted. Talk to you soon.